Hello again to another Aga Calero React. Aga, that's me. And we're watching fighter pilots react to Top Gun Maverick's dogfighting clinic. We'll see how it goes, and the actual pilots reacting to the stuff from the Top Gun Maverick. And I absolutely loved that movie, like the original one as well, so let's just jump into it.
Show me what you're made of.
We're gonna do a BFM rodeo that has nothing to do with this mission.
Oh, dude.
Dude, they're all walking to the jet.
Bradley.
Yeah.
All of them.
Lieutenant
Yep.
Bradshaw.
Where's his helmet bag? Where's all the other crap you need?
Let's not do like this. You gonna wash me out?
You can't wash out from a mission,
That'll be
sir.
up to you, not me.
You've
They
already
bring
graduated.
Did they bring all these Hornets down to North Island just for a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, this is accurate.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Good morning, aviators. This is your captain
Nice.
speaking.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
somewhat real, because when I switched to the Navy, became Red Air, and you do the check-in thing, right? Welcome to your, ACM, whatever, and I'm like, we welcome people to the airspace? Like, what? This is not an Air Force thing. But no, welcome. I mean, this is probably right. Same thing with the mask down and Navy guys. Although that's not the reg. The reg says you got to do it from like engine start to engine shutdown.
No way.
This is accurate. This is accurate. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Welcome to basic fighter maneuvers.
As briefed.
It's wrong though. They're not doing BFM. They're doing ACM. BFM 1v1, ACM multi-plane engagements.
Yeah.
Today's exercise is dogfighting.
Nope.
Guns only.
It's
No
ACM.
missiles.
Guns only, man. Guns
And usually,
only. I love it.
you brief on the ground, not in the air. But I like where they're going with this. His fuel dumps are on.
Yeah. Well, dude, this is a tactic. He's trying to lighten the load to get
Lighten the weight to get the G limit down or up. Yeah.
I am dead serious. Guys, do it. They we actually lost a Hornet because of that.
I mean, it could be venting too.
Shadow.
It could be
Well,
vented.
does a Super Hornet vent like the Legacy?
Yeah, just say.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about, but I find it very interesting.
I mean, I've flown flights where I'm like looking over at lead and going, dude, you're still venting. Like you've been venting this whole time.
Yeah.
We do not go below the hard deck of 5,000 feet. Working as a team, you have to shoot me down, or else.
Or else what, sir?
Or else I shoot back.
I've been there, dude. I've been in that canyon. I love it.
They are in the ready room, listening to the fight with their gear on.
Yeah.
They're like alert 5 for the next thing. So they all went out, pre-flighted their jets. Only 2 of them flew, and then came back and sat in the ready room with all their gear on.
Yeah,
This is
that's good.
hardcore.
Now,
For the kids at home, yeah, we wouldn't do this. No, I was gonna say we wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't do it, but if you wanted to, like at Key West, you could go into the
ACMI.
You could go into ACMI. You could do this. You could sit there, bring it up on the screen, like put the comms in.
You wouldn't wear your gear.
No.
And you would not. This is the ready room radio. This is base. This is base. Oh hey, he's 10 minutes out. I'm gonna go get now. Now, granted, you could be no gear on, listen to the base radio, and then hot pit, hot seat, because we've done that when we only had one jet. You wait for them to say they're 10 out, then you go get dressed so you can meet them outside. But hot pit, hot seat is where they go through they don't shut down. They go through the pits, they refuel, and then they leave the thing running, and shut down one engine. They get out and you get in, and it's a handoff, so the jet never shuts down for maintenance purposes.
Interesting.
You both lose.
This guy needs an ego check.
We'll see to that.
They are all in their flight gear in this ready room, which is the weirdest looking ready room. What kind of ready room is this?
For one, that ready room is too nice. For two, their G suits are all zipped up. They're probably not all ready to pass
dude,
out.
yeah. No, I mean, at the very least, I'd have my gear like hanging on the foosball table or something. They wouldn't be wearing all that crap.
So what say we put some skin in the game? What do you have in mind? Whoever gets shot down first has to do 200 push-ups.
Hey guys, I just realized I'm making reaction to a reaction.
No, dude, it would be alcohol. It would be, buys lunch, buys dinner. Nobody's doing push-ups on purpose.
Dude, that's a quick way to get you med down.
Nobody is saying, let's do it for push-ups, sir.
Nope.
Guys, that's a lot of push-ups.
Well, they don't call it an exercise for nothing, sir.
You got
It's not an exercise.
All
So
right.
I thought it was
Dude,
cool. Go ahead.
There's a lot of clear visor used during the day in this movie. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, yeah, it's just they should have used the gradient tint like I use. Then you could have seen their face and been tinted, but
Dude, he's got his visor there. He's still squinting because he brought the wrong visor like every time.
well, dude, so the VFX guy said they CGI'd this little rainbow color into it. I think that looks really cool. If that were a real visor and a little bit tinted, I think that would be really cool. But that's fake. That's just a clear visor that they CGI'd some colors into.
Really?
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
It's a good job. I think it was real, but then.
Fanboy, you see him?
Nothing on the radar.
Top Gun at its finest right here.
Your Wizzo is like, nothing on the radar, sir. I can't imagine why. So GMT means...
He's a ground radar.
Yeah,
And,
dude, he's looking at dirt.
Is he armed up?
It's like in the middle. It's like in some middle position that the Hornet doesn't have.
I don't think it can be the middle, man. It's either safe, armed, and...
That's an F-16 thing.
Well, hold on. Let's take a look here. He's doing 0.5 Mach, so...
At 4,000 feet.
At 4,000, he's at 20-mile scale. Yeah, a whole lot of wrong going on here.
38, yeah, he's got... yeah, so your expert Wizzo in the back is not even in the right radar mode. I'll allow it.
It's a
I'll
movie,
allow it.
I guess.
It's good.
Up ahead. He must be somewhere behind us.
Now, typically in a 2v1 scenario, you'd be doing a tap the cap, so you'd actually be doing tack turns trying to find each other, but you wouldn't be flying around in fingertip.
No.
That's not a tactical formation at all. So,
because the wingman can't help you.
no, you can't see. You can't. So check lead, check 6, or near ox, far ox, check lead, check 6. So you can't check lead, check 6 if you're like right next to each other. Here's what I'll say with this: we've beaten this horse to death. Number one, it's CGI because it's not a camera trick or anything like that. We confirmed it with the VFX guys. This is CGI. It's not real. They didn't do this with real jets. However, this is a real tactic. If they're in a line abreast formation, right? So we have training rules. We have a bubble. So people have asked this question before. A bubble applies to when you're in training, dogfighting training, BFM training, ACM training and stuff. You're supposed to stay outside of a 500 feet or 1,000 feet to prosecute a gun attack. You wouldn't fly between them because you'd be inside of 500 feet. In fact, if you tried to fly between two jets and fingertip, you would blow up. Everybody would die.
Oh wow, I'm learning a lot.
However, I have done this, and I'm sure you have too as Red Air. If they're in a line abreast formation, you absolutely can go low to high, split the formation because they're not doing a good visual lookout, right? Have you done that before? Yeah. So I will say it's wrong, but correct in the sense that this is something that would happen, and they just put them together because they needed to do the movie, because you wouldn't, you'd see two dots and nobody would know what's going on. The reaction though is pretty stupid to aileron roll away. Like I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but the fact that they're doing it is actually correct, and that's actually a real thing that you would do.
It's good to know.
Easy, Maverick. Let's try not to get fired on the...
And that over the top, I mean, dude, I've been there, where you come over the top and you're like, oh, I'm going to saddle in for guns. So absolutely, that's good. That's good.
First day. Tally!
And I've also told myself, don't get fired on the first day.
Yeah.
So.
Tally! Maverick's coming in! Break left! Break it left!
Break left, good comm. That's good. All about it.
Payback! Where's your wingman?
Would never be talking trash like that. And maybe he's trying to instruct, but dude, they should be. So realistically speaking, they should be in ACM comm, air combat maneuvering comm. So they should be engaged. Well, I don't know. Does the Navy do engaged supporting and all that stuff?
Yeah.
It seems like they should be talking each other on all the bad guy.
So the way the Navy works is, obviously in this case, so Maverick would own the training rules, right? So he's allegedly the one with the highest SA, because
Deconfliction.
that's how deconfliction. But yeah, dude. So the Navy, it's generally comm by exception, and we would always say, obviously, the airplane is the worst classroom. So you're never trying to teach when you're in the air, right? So
maybe between sets. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
between
a little
sets.
bit. just a little, but you don't want to try to teach in the air because a lot of it's not going to stick. You're probably just going to muddy the water. But yeah, there's no, because of this, I mean, this is the most dangerous, one of the most dangerous training evolutions we would do. And it's because you got 3 airplanes all maneuvering in a tight space. So calm discipline is important. So there'd be no trash talking.
Yeah. Well, and also, you know, 1 and 2, the blue guys are trying to, because Maverick is the ad-air, he's the bandit.
Yep.
1 and 2 are trying to talk to each other and coordinate their attack. You can't be jamming up their comms during that as well. So,
Booster, where are you? I got your back. I'm coming. Hang
so to speak. But this goes back to the whole, these guys are Top Gun graduates, Top Gun fleet guys. They're acting like it's their, this movie is taking Top Gun dudes who should know better and making them look like they're in the rag. And that's
You'd be
where
surprised.
I think, dude, I mean, this is pretty bad. This is pretty awful.
Good.
Yeah.
in there. Hang in there. Hurry up, man. Hurry up. Look at that
That's a training rule violation. Everybody broke the bubble there.
break. Break it right.
Rooster just
Did he say broke right, and then one guy
Breaking
breaks
right.
left, one guy's breaking right?
saved your
Your
life,
left,
fellas,
my right.
but it's gonna cost him.
Not this time, old man.
So, I mean, that's not too bad. You know, he's ditching.
He's redefining.
Don't let him
Yeah.
get you, Maverick.
That's real. That was a real. That's really what you do with the stick. So, good for him, dude. If you're that close, as we see on screen, you should have a solid guns track. This should be over.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, you're saddled. You're saddled at this point.
I never shoot.
Rooster, you're too low.
And they're acting like a gun is a lock. Dude, all you gotta
Right.
do is scrape it across.
Yep.
You know, as he's crossing, you could easily, sorry, wrong way. As he's crossing, you could scrape it across. You can get 15 frames done.
Yep.
You know, trigger
Yep.
down, snap, tracking.
Yep.
Hold up, you're hitting the hard deck.
Okay, dude, that's a training stop. 5,000 feet is a floor mort. You're dead. Why keep? They would not keep going at this point.
Yeah, this symbology here is they added this. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the
Well,
plane.
I don't have a problem with that, but if you're over 40 degrees nose low, probably this is close to 50 or 60 at 3,500 feet, dude, you are saving it, and
It's a knock it
somebody's
off.
probably saying, you know, knock it off,
recover.
eject. Dude,
Yeah.
you're about to, dude, I mean, I don't know what the speed
Look-
is, Mach
Look,
0.55,
he's at 1.5 G, so he's on the pull.
barely. He's like,
I did.
Oh shit.
there you go. Probably over-G'd the jet. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's in fact, I think Wombat talked about that's how he over-G'd the jet, was he paddled off, you know, trying to,
Oh, you don't even have to paddle off, dude. If you go more than I think it's
he was only a 0.55 Mach though. So that's 350, 300 knots, that
you can
altitude.
over-jit. You
Yeah.
can over-jit if you snatch it on.
So the shoulder harnesses here are realistic. People will
Yep.
say that, oh, they're not fitted right. That is not the harness. Your harness is underneath, and those are the risers for the inertial reel for the parachute,
Yep.
which will retract into the seat. So everybody that keeps complaining about this is right. Don't worry about that.
I didn't even notice. Good to know.
That's a kill.
Dude, it's always a good gunshot going over the top when you're doing that, because you've got all the out. You know, you've got a stable track. There is obviously no tone. There's
Plus,
nothing.
he's got a winder. Looks like maybe a 9 mic.
Yeah, but this is making it. It doesn't turn red. None of that stuff happens. You just assess in the jet, and then you come
Okay,
back
so
and
it's just,
debrief
you know,
later
that's
on.
all, huh?
And if I'm doing push-ups, I'm not doing it on the flight line. Where's his gear?
No.
No.
That would
I'll
be-
do it in a
we're
ready
not
room,
doing-
maybe, in the air conditioning.
Halvesies. Halvesies. We're gonna count them.
Just
yeah.
moving your neck.
Pretty much, man.
110.
She's the only one with her gear. Oh, she's flying
It's
next.
not.
That's why.
That's about we tell everybody, Pops.
Okay, dude. Jets do not behave like that. That's how you know it's CGI, right? So
Oh
when a
yeah.
jet, when a jet goes this way, it looks belly up. This was like a belly up rejoin to put itself in position. This is
Dude,
not
they probably just played
reverse
it
it.
first.
Yeah. I think that what's his nuts said that this was a CGI'd aircraft. You can kind of tell. Look, it doesn't look that right.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at it, you're like, that looks a little off.
Stands for something other than Robert. I mean,
Don't take the bait, Bob. Want to know why we call him Hangman?
Wait, I got it. Baby on board.
Why are they talking? Shut the just shut up. But I will say,
he must not want to be team leader very badly.
yeah, it's his first day on planet Earth. I will say, same thing as the split the formation the other way. Realistic in the sense that you would. I mean, I have split a formation that's a mile and a half, 2 miles wide.
You're supposed to.
Fingertip, no chance.
Oh yeah,
You know, this is at the proximity they were at, no chance. And second, dude, imagine how bad your Wizzo is that they didn't pick this guy up, because you got visual lookout, you've got your short range search and your radar. You know, they're probably in some ACM modes,
Dude,
and your
they have
RWR
world
would be
here.
your RWR would be going. You'd be like, oh my god, you would not be talking about call signs.
Yeah. It's
They're
a
making these dudes incompetent. Yeah.
It's ace the jet. All you literally have to do is turn it to the ON position.
Well, and not be in an air to ground mode apparently. I mean,
Yeah. Well, Bob can be an air to ground. You can be an air to air, and it's like, dude, it's yeah. They screwed up.
Greetings, aviators. Fight's on.
okay, usually the fight's on's way before that. A little late to be calling fights on. We're gonna take that to the debrief.
all right, Phoenix, let's take this guy out.
And we don't fight on the base radio, so here we go again with them fighting in the base radio.
Watch your back.
Is that a rhino back there?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like it.
Break right.
Breaking right.
Do you guys? Is that a Navy thing to do the fat lady's ass? Break different directions. In the Air
Yeah,
Force,
so-
we broke the same direction.
That's a name.
Same
Well,
day.
It depends. So we always say fight your best 1v1, but given 2v1 scenario, right? If he makes you pick, we always try to make the bandit look two different ways to make it as hard as possible. So if we're on the same side of the canopy, it makes it easy for him. We like to be on opposite sides of the canopy to make it as hard as possible. That might be why they're doing the split here.
But I mean, as you remember, you know, in the Air Force land, if he's on your number 2, you break into the direction so that he has to go with him, and you just roll in behind him and shoot him.
Yeah.
If you go
again,
separate directions, this guy's defensive, and this guy's it's taking him more time to come around and shoot.
Yeah, no. In that case, you would do. Like I said, it's dependent. But when we used to teach it canned scenarios, it was we would set it up so it would make sense. But so I don't know where the other guy is.
They don't even do that here. One guy goes up, and the other guy goes off. This is from the first Top Gun. That's what they did.
Where's he going?
That's why we call him Hangman. He'll always hang you out to dry.
They're not even doing section engaged maneuvering. They're doing raging singletons by themselves, just doing their own thing, and they just all happen to be in the same piece of sky.
Leaving your wingman. There's a strategy I haven't seen in a while.
Back up for a second.
I mean, if you're within miles, like you're supporting your wingman.
How? Is he flying left-handed?
No, he's in the back seat.
No. Everybody told me Thomas Cruise personally piloted the jet.
I've been in the back seat many times, Boomer. And here's the thing: when you're in the back seat, there's a lot more distance between you and the canopy, as you can see right here. If you're in the front seat,
dude, they're in. I mean, they're vaping, so they're in a turn, and he could be flying left. I've flown left-handed before. It's not as easy because the stick is not really made for that. But I've never flown left-handed for pulling G's. I've only flown left-handed like straight and level, like you got to do something and you switch. But that's just skill, Maverick. I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you for your left-handed flying ability.
Your wingman.
he's totally in the back seat, dude.
Oh my God! I'm gonna get a personal hate letter from everybody in the Thomas
Dude, look,
Cruise.
down there by his right hip, there's no buttons or anything down there. I mean, that's
Well, we know he's in the back seat. Like, there's no question. There's never been any question he's in the back
There's
seat.
a strategy I haven't seen in a while. He called you a man, Phoenix. You gonna take that?
So long as he doesn't call you a man.
Now, hold on now. This is 2022. I think that we shouldn't be...
no, this 2018, 17, back when
Oh, okay.
things were a little more, you know.
Okay, all right.
Bob, where's Maverick?
Jesus, his nose is already coming around.
Get off me, Hangman!
For all you folks at home, this is how you bury a fossil. All right, Hangman.
All right, dude, that was already a track. Probably a snapshot. Like, his pipper went right through him. If you're not shooting, dude, you suck.
So you have
Teach you a lesson.
to shoot early. You got to shoot early and bring the pipper across him because it takes time for the bullets to get out there.
They're not even in a ACM mode. Like, they just put... This is just the normal HUD mode.
Nav.
Yeah.
It's Nav master mode.
He's nav master mode at 0.73 Mach.
Look, dude,
Uh,
I'd make fun of him, but I may or may not have tried to do air-to-ground deployment in Nav master mode.
But it says
before.
gun. So, I mean, good... It
yeah,
does say
maybe
gun
it
down
is.
there. It says gun.
Yeah, you're right.
You're out, Phoenix.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, that's it. Let's go, Mav. Let's see what you got. Come get me.
Oh, that's the right hand this time.
Evil be gone. Hangman's coming.
So to speak. All right, dude. You're inside of 1,500 feet. You should have this by now.
Yeah, you're good. I'll give you that.
Dude, if somebody gives you that much plan form and just is
Oh,
not
dude.
maneuvering going up...
Shit. Phoenix, I can't see him. How close am I? Phoenix.
That's because you got a clear visor. Clear visor.
This is the stupidest part of this whole thing. So, he goes into the sun, and he's asking his wingman where he is when he's offensive inside of 1,500 or 2,000 feet or what. He's really close. Like, he should be lagging the last known position, trying not to hit the dude.
If you're at 50 feet, just put the Hornet in front of you in between the sun and your
Yes.
eyeballs and squeeze the trigger.
Yes! God, these people are terrible at
I'm
flying.
dead, dickhead.
I do like that part, though.
That is funny. Yeah.
I like that. I mean,
That was
I
good.
like
The
that.
afterlife bag, man.
Bagman.
Bagman. Even though Wizzo's getting some...
That's a kill.
Now, how Maverick got, you know, from pure defensive to pure off, he must have just, like, graped all the way through the sun and given up before Maverick, to allow Maverick to get back behind him.
79.
Lights out, Coyote.
Copy kill.
Copy kill. That's the only accurate good call we've heard.
51. Yeah.
There's the helos at North Island. Hey, did you notice they were over the desert the whole time?
Yeah, dude. So they were flying out of Lemoore. Dude, that's so weird. But like these hills and like this, I recognize it. It's like Owens Valley, Panorama Valley, Saline Valley.
How far is that from North Island?
It's a haul, probably.
Is that realistic to be launching out of North Island just to go do BFM with a single bag Hornet and dumping fuel?
No.
right.
Although they could be going, so they could be hopping over the mountain. I can't remember the name of the ranges out there near El Centro. You could do that, but that doesn't look like El Centro area.
El Sueto.
I'll be okay.
Sarah, sure. Mind if I ask you a personal question?
Oh my God,
Would
shut
it matter
up.
if I did? So what's the story with you and Maverick? It seems like he's got you a little rattled. It's none of your business. Now, where the hell is he?
Two Joker Bingo, lead you're on fire, I'll take the fat one. That's all he needs to be saying right now.
Been here the whole time.
That makes sense. If you're
Yeah.
gonna jibber jabber like that
Yeah.
on the radio,
You're gonna
you
die.
deserve to have the dude rejoin with you.
Holy shit.
Okay. I know
It
we
can't
said
be-
we weren't going to talk about CGI, but that is 1,000% CGI. And of course, he's in the back seat. And they said, and actually, what's his nuts told me was they filmed this. Anything looking up, they just filmed it on the ground because they didn't have a
Yeah.
camera between your legs because it would get in the way.
So canopy roll is real.
Yeah.
Probably not this close.
I've done that with you. I mean, you do
Yeah.
that sometimes when you're messing with somebody, but you don't
Yeah.
stop. You don't stop, and it
You're not
takes a
this
lot.
close.
It takes a lot to actually get. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we talked with Oregon. It's not that easy.
see me now? Come.
That's, I mean, so they could end up in this position, though. Again, they didn't. This is all...
Come on, let's get it over with. Fight's on!
Never fights on from that position.
This
You
is
can
the
tell...
tightest.
Yeah.
This is the tightest roller in recorded BFM history.
Yeah, I mean, dude, no way. No chance. This is a mirrored jet that they repainted. But, however...
with these two?
Again, CGI, too close.
Oh, yeah, dude.
But realistic in the sense that a roller would develop like this, so rolling scissors going downhill, and start to look like this, because you'll get in a position where you think you're just flipping the guy off, you know, because you're just sitting there and you're, you know, basically both going to high 6, trying to make it work. So situationally, it's realistic.
Not this close.
Right,
Not this
but
close.
again, they had to do that for movie purposes.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just, you know, when everybody's like, oh, it's all real, watch the behind the scenes, that is not real. Sorry. That's real. That's a real
Yeah,
shot.
dude.
That's
that
what it
is
looks
real.
like.
You can tell because the leading edge slats are all the way down, and I can, like, I've seen this 1,000 times.
1000%. And he's looking in the right direction and everything.
Yeah.
That's.
Yep.
Although he's acting like he's pulling 9 Gs. It's like a 3 or 4 G. Like, you're not pulling a whole
Yeah,
lot.
but he's an actor now. Buy
Very
that.
nice.
Yeah. That's why I love flying the Hornet, because you'd start doing stuff like that and you're like, oh, this is comfortable, versus
Oh,
the
yeah.
F-16 where you're like, yeah, all fake.
What's past is past for both of us.
So I like that he was looking up and then back in and up and then back in. If they had been wearing hammocks, it might not have been as necessary.
So
Come
this
on.
scene, like,
No.
it kind of started
Yes.
a roller, but like where they're at right now, this is actually pretty cool that they put this part in there, because Hornets will inevitably get into, I used to call it the death spiral. Like, we're both basically high alpha, low airspeed, low G in a close spiral, and like the first guy to roll out is probably going to get smoked, but the issue is the ground is coming, right?
Yeah.
And so the dude who wins is always the guy that does the better deck transition.
Yeah.
And when you're new, you don't quite realize that, because to do the deck transition, you have to give up some angles initially. Not enough, because you're too close to shoot one another, right? There's no weapons available. But it looks like they're in the, and I've been in the, I call it the death spiral, whatever. Many times where, like, no kidding, you're looking across, I mean, not like into the guy's eyes, but you're looking across the circle like, oh boy. See how this pans out. But yeah, the deck transition is where it's at. But it looks like nobody wants to honor the deck here.
He doesn't look like his mask is fitted all that great either.
True.
Look how much space he's got right here. Dude,
Yeah.
there's so much air blowing right here, I bet you.
Yeah.
You'd like to believe that,
Sun's
wouldn't you?
burning his eyes.
Yeah.
Hard deck's 5,000 feet, fellas. You're running out of room.
That's a good call. Like, if you're, I mean, now granted, Hangman should be trying to kill Maverick
Yeah, yeah.
as his wingman. Like,
Yeah.
he shouldn't be just arcing the fight.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to do anything and just be a high-speed cheerleader up there, at least tell him when the floor's coming up.
Yep.
Altitude.
You're stranded?
That's Betty. That's real. All right, so whoever this is now a kill. Floor mort.
Yep.
It's over. Deck save at this point. That's the end of the engagement.
You guys are about to run us into the ground. What's your move?
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
That didn't even look right. Like that didn't look like how the jets even
That was
looked.
fake.
Yeah.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
That looks right. That for sure looks right.
Oh,
Although,
that's real.
in the desert, I don't know if you get that much. That's more of an
Yeah.
overwater look with all the humidity.
Waves.
You get that
Different
much in
time.
the desert?
Different depends on the time of year, but yeah, you'll get waves.
Yeah.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Okay,
That's
you're dead.
real.
Yeah, you're dead, dude. If you got 1,000 feet and you're that nose low, there's not a single thing you can do to recover at that point, except jump out, and you might not even be in the window.
No.
There's his harness again.
Yep.
Okay, at this point, if we're talking realistic, both dudes are doing this. Oh god, We just about died. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez. My wings are gone. It's
We're
over.
both getting feet napped.
Yeah, it's over. You're not going to tell anybody, right? Because I'm not going to
Right.
tell anybody. Oh, Jesus. We're not. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is how Hangman becomes the mission leader at this point. Because he threatens Maverick. He's like, I'm going to tell if you guys don't.
Exactly.
He uses it as blackmail.
Got it. Don't think, just do.
Come on, Rooster, you got him. Drop down and take the shot.
Have you ever transitioned from BFM to low-level canyon flying?
Not on purpose.
It's too low. Too late. Hedge chance.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that's Star Wars Canyon.
Okay, so this is not... I mean, he's not
Dude,
paying attention.
As many times as I have tried to hit the brakes to get the dude to fly right past me, it has never worked.
No, old boy just sits back there and goes, oh, thank you. And now you've got a big planform of jet. You know, I mean, but you can tell this is back seat. Look at the Wizzo handles
Yeah, oh yeah.
in the back. I've never seen
Yeah.
handles in the front.
Nope.
But also, too, I talked about this in the breakdown trailer. Hold on, where are my hands here? It wouldn't look like this. It would look like this, right?
Yeah.
It would have an upward vector because you can't just flat plate. You can't just stop and have it maintain. It's not thrust vectoring. It's not a real Cobra. The jet won't do this.
You know, if you were going slow enough, I think you could do it.
Limit
But
it, yeah.
but dude, I mean, this is super close. I mean, this is.
Okay. You wouldn't just. And this dude is not maneuvering. So they always say maneuver in relation to the Bandit. He's not maneuvering in relation to anything. He's just like, okay, sure, I'll just drive right underneath it. That's fine.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Well, good on him. Right now he's thinking training rules. Like, don't hit the guy.
Dude, training rule has gone out the window
Yeah, that's
long,
true.
long time ago. Now we're just talking about survival.
That's true.
But I do like this part where he bunts, because once you get, because usually you'll see that in the flats where you'll get and you'll push the guy out front and then you'll have to redefine. So I like that part, and I like this. What is the red light?
I don't know, dude. That's the spin recovery switch. What is the red light over there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I like that. I've done this to people. I've had this done to me.
Yeah.
So 1000% this is the right, jet maneuver there.
That's a kill.
But dude, this is probably 300 feet, 400 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're
Which in
If
real
it's
life
fill-
would be awesome.
if you're filling up the HUD, mill sizing, this is another training rule.
Yep.
And again, training rules are for survival. They're not, you don't do them in combat. You don't care what the Blue Angels will do. This is to be able to train more than one time.
And not
That's why we
die.
have training rules, right?
Yep.
So if we're in training and we're violating training rules, probably not going to keep being able to train. Somebody's going to probably say something.
Knock it off.
I like it, knock it off. I mean,
Finally.
better late than never. Nobody echoes the knock it off, but at least we got to knock it off out of this.
Another debrief item.
Yeah.
Same old rooster.
Again, same old Rooster. Show me. Show me. Don't show me Dark Star. Show me what Rooster did that made him same old Rooster.
Well, Hangman, what were you doing? Just idling around up there above the fire?
Dude, he was a high-speed cheerleader. He was watching the whole thing going, well, that sucks. He was just a witness for the FNAP.
Go see Hondo about your push-ups.
Okay. That was cool. I really enjoyed that. Well, yeah, like, I really enjoyed the Top Gun Maverick, and seeing the reaction of people who actually flown those planes and stuff like that. They know what's going on in there, because I don't. I just like look. It's just like they said, they did this and that for the movie because it looks cool and stuff like that. So yeah, I enjoyed those all kind of scenes like that. And yeah, that was really cool. I might actually look for some more of his reactions, just watch it again. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.